From the inception of humanity, the devil began his fight against the children of God. Because you and I are the objects of God's affection. And the enemy cannot challenge God, but he can challenge you. Since the time of Adam, right through the ages of civilization, through to the present, the enemy has been working and perfecting his talents against humanity. His tactics include sin, debauchery, condemnation, doubt, and so many more. But today, we will be looking at one of the principal tools in the devil's arsenal, and that is fear. When I was growing up, I had a best friend who was petrified of the dark. Anytime you would leave him alone in the dark, he would go crazy and scream his lungs out. I know it was probably the case for many kids growing up as children. Even when his parents assured him that everything was all right, and the fear only stemmed from his mind, his fear still followed him into adulthood. Most of us are adults and might not be scared of the dark like my friend was. But we have our fears that we all face. Fears that might stem from our inadequacies, fear of uncertainties or the unknown. Fears of not turning out to become the same things we dread the most about ourselves. The list is endless. Some people have fears about their health, feel an ache in their body and automatically fear the worst, without even seeing a doctor. Others have financial fears. Others have material fears, fearing their marriage will end in divorce. Others will have I will never get married fears. Everyone has some sort of fear they have to face. First of all, gripping fears are sometimes imagination and imposed thoughts that we allow to feast on our minds and thrive. They don't really exist, and when they do so because we let them get to us. The devil understands how powerful the mind is. He is aware that the best thing to bring a man down is to attack his mind and weaken his stronghold. One of the ways he does this is to induce fears, phobia, or worry, whatever name we choose to give it in our minds. The devil knows that the mind is the most powerful resource in the human body. He knows the power of a single thought. He is after your mind. A human without its mind is like a cheetah without its speed, an elephant without its weight, an eagle without its wings, a lion without its power. The enemy wants you to live in fear. Thank God he has assured us of his promises in his word on the need to live above fears, because faith in God is one that empowers and gives us victory above fears and worries. He hasn't given us the spirit of fear, but the spirit of a sound mind, one that transcends that of a fearful heart. 2 Timothy 1, verse 7. For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, and of love, and of a sound mind. Whenever we fret or fear, it is not the Spirit of God that is at work. The Spirit of God eliminates every fear and activates the needed boldness in us to face whatever is coming at us through the help of the Spirit. God is with us. The only thing needed to turn a really dire situation around and to begin to see the light is to accept that God is in that situation. The assurance that He is present in that difficult time is the beginning of our victory over any battle we are fighting. Whenever I'm asked to talk about the presence of God, there are 3 different biblical examples I like to give to illustrate, to reassure myself and you of God's faithfulness. These examples reiterate that even in the darkest hour, God won't forsake His own to suffer or to be put to shame for His glory. When the children of Israel left Egypt, after God cornered Pharaoh and outsmarted different tactics he deployed to keep them in bondage in his country, they didn't know that there was another hurdle ahead on the way to freedom: the Red Sea. At that point, all the Israelites could do was grumble and whine to Moses. They thought that was going to be the end of them. They had the Red Sea in front and the Egyptians at the back. They thought God had abandoned them and deliberately brought them out of Egypt for destruction. But just in the last minute, as the Egyptians were getting close and it seemed all was over, God showed up. He ordered Moses to stretch out his rod, and the water parted. The water parted, and the children of Israel walked on dry land. They were all rescued, and all their adversaries perished in the sea. Exodus 14, verse 13 through 16. And Moses said unto the people, Fear ye not, stand still, and see the salvation of the Lord, which He will shew you today. Ye shall see them again no more. The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. And the Lord said unto Moses, Wherefore criest thou unto me? Speak unto the children of Israel, that they go forward. But lift up thou rod, and stretch thine hand over the sea, and divide it. And the children of Israel shall go on dry land through the midst of the sea. The 3 Hebrews were delivered when they were thrown into the fiery furnace. Daniel was thrown into the lion's den, but the lions couldn't do him any harm because God was with him. There are so many biblical examples of God's timeliness and presence that orchestrated divine interventions and solutions. Life's challenges will always abound, but we shouldn't fear or panic as people without faith or hope in Christ will do. We have a God who is way higher than any of our problems and will never forget or abandon us. This assurance is what keeps us rooted in Him and sustains when the fiercest battles arise against us. He is never tired of holding our hands and leading us through the journey of life. All we need is to call on His name, and He will show up, beckoning on to us. The book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 10, assures us of protection and security in the times of distress. Proverbs 18, chapter 10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. He will not forsake you all the days of our lives, because He is the God who says a thing and brings it to pass. Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 8. And the Lord is He that doth go before thee. He will be with thee. He will not fail thee, neither forsake thee. Fear not, neither be dismayed. I'm not sure what you are facing, or what you are going through this year, or what fear you are fighting this year. I want to encourage you to remember God never leaves his people. The whole world could be against, but he will not turn his back on you. This is the cure of fear, the awareness of the presence of God. As a child of God, if you remember yourself that in whatever situation you may face, God is with you in it, you won't fear. Jesus, Emmanuel. And Emmanuel means three things: God in us, God with us, and God for us. God is not against you. He is actively on your side. No one has your back the way God has your back. He is on your side. Paul, writing to the Romans, if God be for us, who can be against us? Can devils? No. Can disease? No. Can calamity? No. God is for you. Remember, God is with you. Hold on to this fact that he is with you, and you will make it all the way to eternity with this promise.